Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love and the journey of ascension. Good morning, it is Wednesday. Cheers, let's have a cup of coffee. It's been made with love. Very nice. I've tidied up after the party. And I feel like I want to pull a card from the Witch's Tarot. It's like, that's enough of our fun. It feels a bit karmic-y, the air. The area feels karmic-y. What in comparison to fun times? We have this energy, the Witch's Tarot Companion, which I feel, well, that is the High Priestess energy, like the Divine Feminine's energy. And then we have the Moon energy with this card. And I always feel that there's an attachment, a karmic attachment to this card here. I mean, she's got a pitchfork there that's a light and some wolves. Okay. Some wolves in sheep's clothing. So I did want to have a look at the new moon energy, which I believe for some of us is on the 19th and for others it's on the 20th. Anyway. Because I keep seeing like shadows, and I keep hearing like a masculine voice come through. Like I can be listening to an audio and all of a sudden the voice becomes different. I was just listening to something and then it switched to another video. It's like I wasn't even anywhere near my phone. So I went to have a look and it was like, did that last video finish then? And it hadn't. It switched up. So this new moon energy, dark, okay, invisible, it's like through the shadows. Okay, so should we pull a card first and then? Let's do the reading first and then we shall read. We'll do some research on this new moon energy. 222 is on the counter. Okay, all the twos. 22. Right, let's get ready to rumble. It's like there's no fucking about this morning. Okay, let's have a card then, please. Well, we have the Ace of Wands. Let's go to our Witch's Tarot Companion, who will tell us what the meaning of this card is. Okay. The Ace of Wands, the aces are offerings from the divine. Does it make mention of what the aces mean? I just need to clear my throat. Excuse me. I'm taken to like the introduction here. It says my tarot journey. The road of life, twists and turns, and no two directions are ever the same. Yet our lessons come from the journey, not the destination. Okay. The Major Arcana. Okay, no, it doesn't. It doesn't make mention. The Minor Arcana? What stood out is, I'm trying to look to see whether or not it makes mention of like the, it's the wait a minute. What card is that? Okay. Wait a minute, what card is that? Well, let me just go to the meaning of this card. The Ace of Wands. Okay. Dawn is breaking. We're feeling different this morning. No fucking about. And we see a blooming hawthorn branch stuck firmly into the grassy hill. The wand is a bit reminiscent of a maypole, with its crisscross will make you jump, with its crisscrossed ribbon and a fire red streamer blowing in the breeze. According to tradition, the hawthorn tree was a popular choice for maypoles. Behind the wand, there are green rolling hills and a turreted castle on a hill. The castle in the background represents the reward that waits for you after your quest for knowledge and advancement is completed. The hawthorn is associated with the element of fire, making it fitting as the wand representation in this tarot for witches. Okay. The hawthorn is associated with the element of fire, making it fitting as the wand representation in this tarot for witches. The hawthorn flowers flourishing on the single wand symbolise ideas that emerge and then blossom from our minds, full stop. In the language of flowers, the hawthorn blossom symbolises hope. A bright red butterfly flutters to the side of the wand. The butterfly symbolises transformation, regeneration and joy. It is going to be a beautiful day and one full of promise. Meanings. The Ace of Wands is the most potent and pure form of the masculine element of fire. This card shows the creative fire or energy that cannot be contained and now is bursting forth in bloom. The Ace of Wands helps to reveal the creative path or the career path that you are on. Your hard work is turning your ideas into a successful reality. This is an auspicious card if the querent is considering a new job or is up for a promotion at work. The Ace of Wands symbolises power, new beginnings, a birth, success, a new home, a promotion or a new job, ambition, passion, enthusiasm and growth. The keywords: creativity, courage, optimism, ambition, career and business, positive starts, a birth, transformation, or even a new home. Your hard work is turning ideas into a successful reality, the element of fire. So let's check out some more finer details about the new moon. Okay. Let's go for this one. What the new moon in Scorpio this week means for you. It says when this was 22 hours ago, so we had 222 on the timer. We'll go with this one. When is the new moon in Scorpio? The new moon takes place on Wednesday, November the 19th, 2025 at 10:47 p.m. PT, Pacific time. Okay, let's read more. Welcome to one of the most powerful times of the astrological year. The sun in Scorpio invites us to become our own shamans, alchemists, and psychologists. This is the time of year when we travel to the innermost layers of our being, discovering forgotten pieces of our souls. It includes the new moon in Scorpio, which draws us into the darkness of our psyche, where true transformation begins. This year's new moon in Scorpio is especially potent, coexisting with several retrogrades that demand we look backward before we can move forward. What Scorpio teaches us about shadow work. Ruled by Pluto and Mars, Scorpio brings us face to face with the raw truth of life. The water sign understands the real power. The water sign understands that real power comes from diving deep rather than skimming the surface. As the sun moves through Scorpio, it brings us the courage to face our entire selves, every shadow, every truth, every hidden aspect of who we are. This season asks us to be radically honest about our energy, our patterns, and our desires. Yes, the intensity can feel overwhelming at times, but the transformation waiting on the other side is worth every moment of discomfort. Everything that's been hidden is exposed for examination. We have a choice. Work with these energies or try to run from them. But here's what Scorpio teaches us. Running only works for so long. Eventually, our shadows catch up with us and we must confront them, one way or another. Scorpio season presents a powerful opportunity to choose to do shadow work before these hidden energies create chaos. In so doing, we free ourselves to build our intentions on a sturdy foundation. When we become the phoenix rising from the ashes of the fire we started with our own two hands. Shadow work represents some of the deepest, most essential work we can do on ourselves. Without it, we find ourselves stuck in infinite loops of repeating patterns, wondering why we keep attracting the same situations or sabotaging our own success. Only by going deep within and facing our darkest shadows can we break these conditioned patterns and step into our highest potential. Okay, so I said about I keep seeing like a shadow and it's following me, okay? It's not causing chaos, but it wants to be seen. And so I'm addressing the shadow. And also, before I done this reading, I was having a chat with the energy and I was saying, have you finished now, like sabotaging yourself, your life, your path, trying to sabotage the path of others? Are you finished now? Have we quite finished now? Have we quiet? It's all gone quiet. It's all so quiet. Din-ew, din-ew. It's all so still. Okay, let's carry on reading. Your shadow holds everything that was too overwhelming, frightening, or intense when you first experienced it. These are the parts of yourself you've hidden away, the emotions you were taught were too much, the aspects of your being that you've been ashamed to acknowledge. Scorpio teaches you these shadows control you only when they remain hidden. When you acknowledge them with compassion and courage, they transform into sources of incredible strength. Scorpio teaches us the ancient art of transmutation, taking any emotion, trigger, or conditioned pattern and transforming it into power. This ability comes from understanding that everything is made of the same energy, including our emotions. When you feel something intense this season, remember, it's just energy. You get to decide what to do with it. You can let it control you, or you can become the alchemist who transforms lead into gold. The key to this transformation lies in your willingness to stay present with whatever arises. When emotions surge, when old patterns surface, when fears try to take the wheel, return to your breath, return to your body. From this grounded place, you can work with whatever is showing up for you rather than being swept away by it. Your shadows hold the keys to your transformation. These hidden parts of yourself, the emotions you packed away, the aspects you rejected, the patterns that control you from behind the scenes, are waiting to be discovered and integrated. Scorpio brings a powerful activation of your intuition. As you clear away emotional debris and face your shadows, you unlock hidden doorways to your inner wisdom. The truth is, you already know every answer to every question you could ask. Let me repeat that. The truth is, you already know every answer to every question you could ever ask. The challenge is learning to trust this knowing. Your intuition speaks to you constantly, but unprocessed emotions and unexamined shadows can muffle its voice. Well, it's sure coming through loud and clear today, along with that shadow. As you do the work of clearing and healing, notice how your intuitive voice becomes clearer and stronger. That quiet knowing, that gut feeling, that flash of insight, these are your superpowers waiting to be claimed. What the new moon in Scorpio means for you. This new moon in Scorpio arrives as a magical portal of reflection and renewal, asking you to pause in the depths of transformation before moving ahead with your intentions. With several planets in retrograde motion during this lunation, the message from the cosmos is clear. Go within before you go without. This isn't your typical forward charging new moon. It's a sacred pause in the spiral of your evolution. Sometimes the most powerful thing we can do during the new moon in Scorpio is simply be present with what is rather than rushing towards what could be. We're taking all the experiences, shadows and patterns we've uncovered, and before we rush to make new intentions, we're honouring the profound processing that's still underway. What patterns have you uncovered? What emotions have surfaced from your depths? With so many planets moving backward, this new moon in Scorpio operates more like a sacred review than a fresh start. But here's the secret. The most powerful new beginnings come from an intimate understanding of our past. Every retrograde planet during the new moon offers a different lens through which to examine your journey. Mercury retrograde asks you to review your thought patterns and communication styles. Jupiter retrograde expands your understanding of emotional patterns and family dynamics. Saturn retrograde in Pisces demands you take responsibility for your spiritual growth. Neptune retrograde reveals where illusion has clouded your vision. Uranus retrograde shows where you've been resisting necessary change. With so many aspects and retrogrades, this new moon might feel overwhelming. But remember, complexity brings richness. You don't need to consciously work with every aspect. This new moon in Scorpio isn't asking you to do more, it's asking you to go inward. Let these aspects guide you into the darkness where real transformation can happen. Together, they create a cosmic hall of mirrors, reflecting back every angle of your transformation. You're being given the rare gift of seeing yourself from multiple perspectives simultaneously. Trust that every planet, every aspect, every retrograde is conspiring to help you become more of who you're meant to be. This isn't overwhelming, it's clarifying. The new moon in Scorpio teaches you to honour your own timing in your own transformation. Scorpio understands that real power comes from patience. The Scorpion doesn't strike impulsively, it waits for the perfect moment. Trust that what needs to emerge will emerge when you create space for quiet reflection rather than forced action. This is shadow work at its finest. Patient, powerful, and ultimately liberating. Okay. So, yesterday I uploaded God's gift to you, and wow, here it is coming through. I think we can leave this morning's message just there. Okay, I will talk to you guys soon. Until then, it's going to be a beautiful day. Take care, much love. Bye for now.